This is Between Hook Sets. I'm Chasen Walter from In Through the Outdoors with my partner in slime, Kurt Underhill from the fishing crew.
What is up, buddy?
Oh, not much. I don't know. I guess there's enough light now. Look at that. I have cupboards. I've got other things. I forgot what my kitchen looked like.
Your sign says live back there?
Yeah,
Well,
that kind of ticks me off a little bit. I special ordered that. It was supposed to say live, and it came and it says live.
a little Temu action there, huh?
Yeah, that's what happens when you get stuff on sale for 10 cents.
Is that from the $1.50 store you told me about?
Right. Yeah, right. That's we got a couple of dollar stores here. The general $1.50, and then the family $1.75.
Oh man,
nothing's a buck anymore. I gotta tell you, nothing's a buck anymore. Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
We're gonna have a great time tonight. I'm pretty excited to have this guest on and have the event coming up. We are gonna be part of coming up here in June. But we had a big weekend on Big Stone. You went to the river and had fun, but we went over to Big Stone, had the Big Stone Bass Open. If you haven't seen it, Ben Milliken actually fished it. So the bass heads and who Ben Milliken is. He called me out of the blue. I'm pretty sure I called you as soon as I hung up the phone with him to tell him, and you couldn't guess who it was. So that was pretty cool to have Ben come fish it and get to meet Ben. And those who don't know him, he fished the Elite Series for a couple years and only has 1 million subscribers online.
Yeah, something like that.
Huge content creator, but he just moved to South Dakota and he came over, fished Big Stone event with us, and it was a lot of fun. 22 pounds won it. We had a lot of 22 and 18-pound bags, so it was a really fun event over there. And
it looked like you guys had some fun. The Ben Milliken thing, though, I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Here's my deal. How was the reception after being in the Elite Series? We got to meet him when we were in Tulsa last year.
2 years ago.
And then, of course, he's not in it this year. I don't know if he got kicked out, asked to leave, if he decided he wasn't coming back. There was a lot of controversy there.
Yeah.
And I watched him years and years ago when he used to paint crankbaits on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody back then was MFers, and that was Milliken Fishing.
Yeah.
MFers, So when I got a chance to meet him, I'm like, hey, I'm one of the original MFers. Like, what? Yeah. It's when you were doing crankbaits, painting crankbaits, when you had short hair.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty cool. It was funny because I didn't tell anybody that he was fishing it other than a few of the inside people. And he walked in, a couple guys were like, is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? And I'm like, yeah, that's Ben Milliken. What is he doing here? Well, he lives in South Dakota now. He came to fish with it.
Yeah, he came to beat you.
Oh, gee. Oh, Felby. Well, yeah, let's get our guests on tonight. I cannot wait to for the people that don't know who Logan is and the Battle Branch Boys to hear his story and what we got coming up. And we've been sharing some stuff, but wanted to get a podcast out there. It's actually for the first time we're live on a guest page. So it's also on the Battle Branch Boys page. Welcome, Battle Branch Boys followers. I see I'm kind of watching it on the side. Looks like they have about 9 viewers on there right now. So welcome to the Battle Branch fans. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight here on Between Hook Sets. Logan, how we doing, dude?
I'm good, guys. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Can't complain at all.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you're from Oklahoma.
Yep.
And let's get a little backstory on who Logan is, what you do, and what the Battle Branch Boys are, and what we got going on.
All right. Well, Northeast Oklahoma. Born and raised here all my life. Always had a camera in my hand. Literally, I've just loved filming and just capturing my life and sharing it with everybody. It's kind of what I've done since I've been an adult. I'm 48 years old now, so We've loved filming hunts and our fishing trips, anything outdoors. And what happened is 2017, a friend of mine, Chase Shaver, and I decided to put together a YouTube channel called the Battle Branch Boys. And it was really just going to capture our life. We had no intention of it going anywhere at all, just kind of, having some fun, and wanted to share our children, growing up being rednecks. So that's kind of, it was kind of awesome to hear from people saying, man, I love that you let your kids like run barefoot in the gravel and jump in the creeks and do things that they used to do when they was kids, So that's kind of how it started. And a few years ago, we met Darlene from Making Memories Hunts in Loxley, Alabama, and we went down there and met some incredibly awesome people that were doing these things for these outdoor events. These what would you call it? I guess just an experience for handicapped and disabled people, and we fell in love. It became a passion. Our passion has always been the outdoors and filming the outdoors and doing things in the outdoors. But our passion met purpose, if you want to say it that way, with these people. And I just felt like it was, God was just pointing us towards it, and it's just kind of exploded since then.
So basically, in the nutshell, you guys became the media part of Making Memories Outdoors. And for our followers that haven't checked it out, go over to the Battle Branch Boys and watch some of their videos. And if it doesn't tug on your heartstrings a little bit, you got some looking in the mirror to do, because it's a pretty special deal. And I mean, I don't really see much on your page other than really that anymore. That's kind of been the focus of what you guys are and what you're doing nowadays. And it's incredible. So you guys are filming this. You could take 40 disabled hunters out deer hunting.
Yes. 40.
And I watched some of the videos, and you guys film it all and edit it. And you got more or less superstars that have came out of this thing over the years. A few of the people, I mean,
Rhett signs autographs everywhere he goes.
Right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's quantify it a little bit here. The last event you did, you had 16 million views in the group of videos that you did, which is amazing. I think people should understand a little bit better how well received it is and how much people enjoy the content.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Well, we kind of got a little popular hunting earlier, but the truth is, I don't know how to say this, but when you have a viral video, there will be 50% of them hate, 50% of them love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's kind of what drives the videos, honestly, when there's arguments in the comments. But it's amazing to see people connect with these videos and 100% positive.
Yeah,
that is cool. I guess not 100%. There are some complete idiots that are just like, why would you give that guy a gun? And I'm like, that guy's a better hunter than you are. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, at least God gave us the word idiot, because now we've got a label for those dipsticks that just really, they got to try to ruin the party. And here's the cool thing anymore. You know what? You're not ruining the party because we're just ignoring you.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at it like, something happens tragic to somebody and people are like, oh, I want to see this. And I bet this happened. Well, come on, man. Like, are you that miserable that you have to try to drag down the rest of the world? Find the good in this. Find, if somebody's mourning because they lost a loved one. We just had this conversation last night with, somebody that passed away. Like, find the good. And like, not find the good in it, but don't be the guy that's got to be like, oh, I wonder if he was drunk when he crashed.
Right.
Don't find the bad stuff. If you can't find anything good, don't just say you're sorry and move on.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of a special thing, but I've watched the videos. I kind of, honestly, now that you say that, I would never be the guy that says it, but I'm like, you got to, the first time you went down there, you're like, wow, we're giving people, these guns and,
oh yeah.
But I've watched videos and I'm big on watching for safety because I guide pheasant hunters and all the guys are super safe. Yeah. Like them guys and gals are super safe.
Yeah.
But it's super exciting.
You're right. You're right. We do get those questions a lot. Like, you really just turn them loose with a gun?
Yeah.
And we're like, well, not at all, actually. I mean, it's very safe. In Alabama, there are in their place, Loxley, Alabama, highest amount of the highest population of whitetail in the country.
Yeah.
Like, they have millions in their herd. And so they're everywhere, but it's extremely difficult to hunt because it's pine thickets. And they basically just cut a path for a food plot, and then they wait on the deer to come. They put out some corn or some sweet potatoes or something, and that's why it works so good down there, though. It works so good because they're setting in a blind with handicapped or disabled person, and they're not even getting the gun until there is a deer out there in front of them. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, we got one of your followers, Chasen. You're going to handle this one.
Oh, really? Let's see. Hey, can you guys shout out my name? I've never been shouted out on a stream, so please. Yeah, Braden Bluebaum. Hello and welcome to the show.
You just got it, Braden.
There it is.
I didn't want to butcher Braden's last name for his first shout out, so I was getting that one to you. I was
glad you didn't ask me to. I would have butchered it.
I probably did. I just did the best I could.
So you guys, it's a very special thing, and you watch the videos, and it's so funny. Not funny, but it's so surprising that nobody's getting upset. Like, you're telling me how they get super excited about a 20-pound doe, right?
Yeah. There's no. It's amazing to see them. There's Bobby Williams. He's part of our team members. So, so they cheer each other on. Like, the first time we were there, I think there's 39 hunters. The first night, 26 people killed a deer. 26.
Oh, really?
And I was like, man, I feel so terrible for there's Austin, there's the other member. I feel so terrible for the ones that didn't get one. But they were the ones standing. The most amazing part about the whole thing is the tailgate drop. Like, they make everybody stay in the woods until after dark. Like, if you kill a deer at 2:30 in the afternoon, you have to stay there and wait until it's dark, 20 minutes after dark. That way everybody has a chance to get back to the area where they back up the trucks and lower the tailgate and let everybody see them. But what I was going to say is all the ones that didn't get one, they're sitting there cheering them on. They're cheering them on the whole time. They're so happy for their friends. It's the most amazing thing.
It is amazing when people can have that type of attitude. I mean, like, it's like a dog's attitude, right? It's just it absolutely blows my mind how they can be super excited for someone else when darn well inside they got to be. I mean, if it were me, if you and if the three of us went and you guys tagged and whatever, and I didn't, I'm like,
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be like the three of us going fishing, right? And you guys catching fish and me not. It's got to bother a person. But then there are those people that it just doesn't bother. It's great.
Yeah.
So we got a question here. I didn't want to lose it in our chat here. In Alabama, can you hunt with dogs and buckshot?
Well, if you fit a gun in a dog, Gene, I guess you could hunt with a dog. But
I am not certain of the dogs. I know that they use dogs to track because if they don't drop the deer, and they all use huge guns and they shoot these little bitty deer, they want them to drop because if they get in a pine thicket, they're hard to find. Yeah. And so they all have these awesome dogs. There's this one named Tank. If you've seen the video, it's awesome. I think he was approaching 500 fines this dog has. So, yeah, I don't know about like running dogs, but I know they use dogs.
Oh, that's funny, Andy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Haven't seen you for a while. Haven't seen posts, but I haven't been looking at Facebook. So, Andy, it's nice to have you comment there.
I don't know what this is about because from Bobby it says you better answer. That's all. I don't know what if there's some inside joke or what, but it also
is he talking about the dogs. He's probably talking about the dogs. I don't know.
Gotcha. And this is Brittany and Casey are excited to be part of this event. Shout out from Quincy, Florida. Yep. So we'll talk about Brittany and Casey a little bit, and then we'll talk about what we got coming up here in June.
Yeah. So Casey is the one that I would say he's a better hunter than most people. He's killed deer all over the place.
He likes baby deer.
Yeah, he's the one
he loves baby deer.
He said, "I love baby deer." He's ready to shoot that one. So, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see what Bobby wanted.
Oh, sooner. That's right. Well, Austin did it before I could.
So Casey's kind of like, he's one of the superstars that's been created out of this event.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say any of them are not superstars, but yes. I can't wait to meet Casey and Brittany and Red and the rest of the crew you're bringing up this summer.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why we got you on tonight and what we got coming up. So I got a random phone call one day, and then next thing I know, I'm talking to this Logan guy from Oklahoma, and boom. So let's talk a little bit about how we got this from Oklahoma, Alabama to South Dakota.
Okay. So Darlene, the one that started it down in Alabama, she after this year's event, she called me and said, "Hey, I'm ready to just take it to the world. The world needs to see this." And so we set up a forum online, and Ben Doty had filled out the form, never commented, never said anything, just filled out the form. And Darlene saw it, and she said, "Have you contacted this guy from South Dakota named Ben Doty?" And I said, "No." She said, "It says he has 150,000 acres. Surely that don't mean he has 150,000 acres." And I thought, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. So I called Ben, or I emailed him, and we got on the phone call, and he, shared with me that they have available to them 150,000 acres, and he would love to do something up there with it. And so a few conversations later, we scheduled a trip. I scheduled a trip up there to South Dakota, and I knew it was a draw state, but I was hoping that we could at least get some local people to come, even if it was just a few people. And after talking with what do you guys call them? Fish, Game and Park or something like that?
Game and Parks, yep.
Yeah. And so we talked to them, and it just said, we have to go through the process, and it's going to be 2 or 3 years before we get to hunt with them. So we were at we went to Brad's place, Brad Donald's. You guys know Brad. And he's a giant.
Lodge.
Yep.
Wow.
Never forget the man.
Yeah, he's a giant.
Never forget the lodge either.
No, the lodge is gorgeous.
Yeah.
We walked in. I shared with him one video and told him our heartbeat. Basically, he was in right then. It was just like 100% in. Like, I want to do something. So we had lodging for 30 people, but we still had the problem of not being able to hunt. And, you know, I'm looking out the window of his giant windows and see Lake Sharp. And is that what it is? Lake Sharp?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And somebody mentioned, I don't know if it's him or Ben, mentioned, you know, we've got awesome walleye fishing here. And, you know, we'd already seen prairie dogs all over the place. And I thought, you know, I want it to be an event like down there in Alabama, because the greatest and the most important part is making them feel important, you know, making them feel like they're part of something finally. So they get announced with their guides, and they get to meet Santa Claus. It's in December, and they get a gift basket from everybody, you know, and then they get announced as they're leaving to go hunting. And then they get, you know, everybody gets excited for them when they bring their game back, you know. And I was sitting there thinking, this walleye thing would be awesome if we could have a tournament, you know. It'd be awesome if we could do something like a tournament where they could show them off when they got back. And right then Kurt's name was mentioned, the fishing crew. So that Ben was like, I'm sure he'll be in. We just need to get with him. So that's kind of how it started. And I even got home and talked to Ben a few more times. He gave me your number, and that's when I called you. So
yeah. So I'm like, okay, I think I saw the video with Ben. I'm like, okay, I've known Ben for a long time. Like, what's he got cooking here? This is pretty cool. And the next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call from Ben or text message that this Logan guy is going to call you. And then we're on the phone, and now here we are. And we got an event coming up June 8th, 9th, and 10th in Pierce, South Dakota.
Yep. And
it's going to be a pretty neat deal.
Yep.
That's an understatement. I'm so excited for this event. A little nervous. Want to make sure we kick it off the best ever. Yeah. You know, and you know, we've been doing a lot of planning. A lot of planning has gone into this, and here's Ben chiming in.
You're not wrong, Ben. You're not wrong. I've met your friends, and they're awesome people.
Yeah. So, you know, we're going to kick off this event. We're going to shoot for around 20. We're calling it the Adaptive Walleye Tournament. We're shooting for around 20 people to come in. We're going to line them up with 20 pro boats, and they're going to get to go out and fish. And we're going to do it just like we do any other fishing crew tournament. So anybody that's following from the Battle Branch Boys who doesn't follow us, go check out our feeds. We do live takeoff shows. We do pre-tournament interviews. We do, you know,
I can't wait.
On the water interviews. We do, you know, weigh-in show, and we're going to run this thing. And I want these people to walk out like they felt like they just fished the Bassmaster Classic. That is my goal.
Oh yeah.
They fish the Bassmaster Classic.
They're going to make you feel like you put on the Bassmaster.
And that's I hope so, and that's all I want out of it, right? And that's you called me, and I watched a couple videos, and I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm in, and we're gonna have some, you know, and we're still looking for, you know, the big thing is this costs these people nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
You know, nothing to come. We're bringing local people. Logan, we had meetings, and he's like, I could fill it with 20 from out of state, but we want some local people.
Yeah.
So if we don't get the local people, then, you know, what are we doing? So we've reached out. We've gotten contact with some people from Special Olympics. We got in contact with a gentleman out of Sioux Falls. I think his name is Dylan, if I remember right.
Yep.
Dylan, he's in a handicap wheelchair outdoorsman.
Wheelchair Adventures.
What's that?
Wheelchair Adventures is what he runs.
I don't remember the name of his deal, but he's getting involved, and we're giving these guys tournament jerseys. We're gonna feed them supper the first night for a rules meeting. We're gonna do a fish fry when it's all said and done, and then they're gonna go shoot prairie dogs on some steel targets or clay pigeons, and we're gonna make these people remember what South Dakota is. And some of these people that live here maybe never experienced this before.
Yeah.
And we're going to give them a memory that they can live on forever. And I know we're going to take memories away that can live forever.
Yeah. The event down in Alabama has been going on for 14 years, and they've got this community built with it. And they shut down their life for an entire week just to prepare for it. And then they shut down the whole weekend. This is what's awesome. They have 7,000 acres. It's a lease. I think there's 25 of them that have the lease. They all won't hunt until after this event's over to give them a better chance of killing something.
Wow.
They put them first. They let them hunt first, and then as soon as they're done hunting, then the members get to go hunt. That's how big of a deal it is. Yeah.
That's amazing. So this event in South Dakota, are you guys planning on an annual deal then, or is this a one and doneer?
In where?
In South Dakota.
Oh, I hope that we do this. I feel like it's going to be an annual event.
I don't like, me, Chasen. I don't like to do anything one time and quit. So
yeah, that's what I figured.
We've talked about this thing quite a bit, and we're like, we could blow this thing up big. We could have, 100 boats go out, and Logan's kind of like me, like we want to shoot for the moon, but I've thought a lot about this one. I'm like, we might want to pump the brakes and let's make sure we can crush it on the first one. Yeah. And then we can add as many people as we can continue to grow. We're kind of limited on bed space at High Point. And that's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing that we have that some sort of restriction, or the conversations me and Logan have, there'd be 500 people here.
That's right.
I
would try it.
Yeah, we'd say we can figure it out, but it's gonna be a cool event. Trapper, you said you wish you could be here. If you want to come out and be a boat captain, reach out to me, man. We're looking for some more boat captains. You can come out and fish the Sunday. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday night's gonna be rules meeting. Tuesday is gonna be fishing day. Wednesday is gonna be the Prairie Dog Hunt, trap shooting, stuff like that. So, Trapper, if you want to come out and reach out to me, man, we'll put you on a boat captain list. I would love to have the big Trapper out here, the T-Rap with the Midwest Bird Control. I know you got a lot going on in life, so don't feel obligated, but it's such a cool thing, and I haven't even been a part of it. I watched the videos. I was sitting at my buddy Pat's house last night, and he's going to be one of our boat captains with a pontoon, and he was asking me about it, and I showed him a bunch of videos, and he's like, I can't wait. I can't wait. And we have no idea what we're in store for. We're just watching deer hunting videos.
Yeah.
And we don't have ideas.
That's the thing. I can't, it's hard for me to promote this with video because we have no footage of anything like this. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's people that do stuff like this. I don't know that I don't know that anybody's going to do it the way this is going to be done. Fishing days.
We already got is going to be a contender. Oh, we're already getting the tournament jabs going early. So
that's the hard part.
Ryan, so question, where will we be fishing? I've got it permitted for sharp and awahi. Basically going to kind of try to leave it to, obviously we all know the guys that are from around here know awahi can get pretty ugly. So if we get a windy whatever day, so we got all of Lake Sharp, all of Lake Awahi. The nice part is the way we're setting it up, we can travel If we got to drive 30 minutes down to West Bend, we'll travel down to West Bend, or if we can put in right at Farm Island or downstream marine, or Downs Marina, or if we got to go up to Lake Oahe, we will do that and go out of Spring Creek. It all depends on where the best fishing is. It all depends on the weather conditions. We got to make this memorable for these people. The tournament isn't for us fishermen. I want you to be competitive. I want you to go out there and kick butt and try to do your thing. But this is about that person in your boat. You know, I mean, that's what it is. So that's my big thing is we're going to do it to where it's the most comfortable for everybody on the water.
Yeah.
So it's either Lake Oahe or Lake Sharp, and we're going to have a heck of a time with it. You know, we've got a ton of good sponsors, but we're looking for a ton more sponsors. They're getting tournament jerseys made up, and everybody will go on there. Between the fishing crew and Logan's Battle Branch Boys page, we're going to promote the heck out of any business that wants to step up behind this.
Absolutely.
If you want to reach out to Logan on the Battle Branch Boys social media, or me, or even Chasen Walters, if he, you know, he'll kick it our way. If anybody knows anybody that wants to be a boat captain, be a part of this thing, or be a sponsor. I mean, this is not a cheap thing to put together with everybody donating, right? I mean, Brad's not looking for anything. You know, most of us are not looking for anything, but it's still, you know, we're going to feed 60 people, 70 people every night. We're going to do lunches for 70 people. We're going to do breakfast for 70 people. You know, there's going to be a lot of cost that, you know, you just keep adding up. I mean, jerseys for 70 people. I mean, it is all what it's going to continue to add up.
That's right.
Yeah, Ben said you'd like to buy a sponsor spot in the jersey for sure. Absolutely. You know, we'll get, you know, anybody else that wants out there, reach out to us and get on that. But, you know, your video with Rhett the other day that he wants to catch the world's biggest catfish. Yeah. Great video. I mean, it's going to be fun. And I mean, that's the thing is, you know, I want these guys to be able to catch a big fish, but I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
You know, when they say they like baby deer, I bet you they're going to like baby fish. It doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun with this. And the boat captains, you know, we're going to make it so the boat captains have, you know, their guardian, you know, their chaperone with them too. So there'll be a 3-person in a boat type of deal. Mm-hmm. So nobody has to, you know, if something goes wrong, they've got their person there to help them. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be like, hey, here's somebody and you don't know anything about them, go, you know, but we want to do a night before, you know, rules meeting / pairing with the pros. And I've got some ideas. We're going to have to figure out how we can navigate the social media world with some of my ideas. Yeah. But we're going to try it.
Yeah. I hope that, so, you know, the first time that we saw the videos down there in Alabama, we just got videos from people's phones. I mean, it was just like they just was filming everybody when they backed up and dropped their tailgate and was so excited about that spike or that 20-pound doe or whatever. And what I'm hoping that we can put together a place where people could, you know, film their event with us and post them, and we could, you know, use their footage. I'd like to be able to do that too.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do something here without messing up too much stuff. So let's see if I can do this. I want to show a video.
Okay.
I'm going to show a video that you put together. So let's see if this works here.
Can you try to catch a walleye?
I'm doing my best.
What did you say you wanted to do?
Go fishing.
Oh, hang on.
What did you say you wanted to do?
Go fishing.
Go fishing? Well, you got everything ready?
I got my ID.
Well, that's a good start.
I'm ready for my big fish.
When you say big fish, what kind of big fish?
I mean, I've got the biggest catfish in the world.
Catfish? You mean walleye? I mean, we're going walleye fishing, right? Can you try to catch a walleye?
I'm doing my best.
Hey, that's all I'm asking. Try your best. Who'd you say has your wallet?
Here we got
All right, let's go then.
Oh man,
I love it.
he's the best. I'm telling you, he's the best. He brings joy the entire time he is around people. It's amazing. Hi, Derek.
Felby, this event is June 8th through the 10th out in Pierce. So June
Monday,
8th,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
it's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I haven't, we got a couple, I think this is a jab at you, Logan. So I've been saving this comment for a little.
That's my nephew. Thanks, Brantley.
And then Gene wants to know what town in Oklahoma you're from.
We're in Colcord, Oklahoma. Colcord, some people pronounce it, but it's northeast. It's about 80 miles east of Tulsa.
All right, Gene, tell everybody where you're from.
So
He knows Oklahoma.
so
Does he?
Yeah. Yep.
you know, that's the thing. So, you know, we're looking for some more sponsors. We're looking for some more, you know, more help. It's going to take bodies that even if you don't have a boat and you want to be there to help us, everything. I mean, a ton of people are welcome to come help with this thing. And we're going to bring the big stage. We're going to set it up. We're going to rock this thing out like it's it's the Bassmaster Classic, because it's going to be their Bassmaster Classic. You know, and so if anybody's got any, you know, we're still looking for some anglers to fish with us, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we really, we didn't even open it up to the public yet. Wanted to get, you know, all of the people that, you know, you're close to, and we're bringing 4. Austin is coming from Alabama. He had a accident where he fell out of a tree stand. Tree stand broke on him and paralyzed him from, you know, neck down. He's a quadriplegic in a track chair. And in fact, I filmed him this year, and he is the only one. I think I brought the bad luck from Oklahoma. He's the only one that did not even see a deer this year. So we're trying to redeem him so that he gets to come. He gets to from Duncan, Oklahoma. Okay. Yep. I know where that's at. Yeah, we're the pretty part. We're at the foothills of the mountains here. Anyway, Austin's coming. Austin's coming from Alabama as well. So
yeah, it's going to be fun to meet these people and make, like, you know, obviously you went down one time just to film something. You know, talk me through that a little bit. When you got the call to come film this, what were your thoughts going into it? And then what was it what you thought, or what?
I don't, the word escapes me to describe it. It was life-changing. It was life-changing. So we thought, I don't know really. We got the call. So I talked to Darlene. I called her and told her, you know, what we wanted to do. And at the time we only had 50,000 followers. And, you know, so we get down there, and I'd never met her. I barely knew what she looked like. Rhett was already popular. He was one of the first hunters. So he's been there 14 years. So anyway, we got to meet him right off the bat, and it felt like, I swear to you, it felt like I met a superstar. It literally felt like I met a movie star or something that moment. And it just blessed us. It just, like, as soon as the event was over with, we looked at each other and said, we will never miss this. We will never miss this. And, you know, the whole point of it was to show the world what they're doing down there. I wanted to expose, is that the right word? I wanted to expose them. I wanted our world to see what they're doing. And it happened. First video out of the box was like 1.5 million views. So, you know, they gained big time followers right off the bat. So it was awesome.
So take me through you got asked to come do this and you're driving down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a production crew, you know, we talk on how we're going to set cameras up, what we're going to do. You guys filmed hunting, but what are your conversations going in and going, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, is it like we can't mess this up?
Yeah.
You know,
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
A lot of pressure to make this an outstanding event.
Yeah. Yeah. We learned right away that the most important part wasn't even the hunt. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like we have tried to capture us killing a giant buck. You know what I mean? That and so we've both killed big deer, and it feels nothing like filming somebody shoot a 20-pound doe from the stand in Alabama. Nothing. So, you know, and they feel like movie stars when they like. I don't know if you've seen Hayden this year. I was interviewing him, and the first thing off the bat he said, "I'm famous. I'm YouTube famous." And I said, "You are?" and he said, "Yeah, December 15th last year, I got famous." And I was like, I thought back to it, and I looked through my reels, and I thought that was December 15th last year. I gave him an interview. I didn't know what I was doing. I just walked around. I was kind of scared to talk to everybody, and I was just walking around, and I asked him to say something, and he said something like "Roll Tide" or "Roll Tide, baby" or something like that. And how much he loved making memories, you know. And so I put it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and he's YouTube famous now. So.
That's great.
I saw the one thing like he wanted the mic. He wants the mic.
yeah.
You know,
awesome.
It's going to be such a cool event to see happen. I've been nervous, and that's why I was like, I bet you had to be nervous driving down there, going, "What are we getting ourselves into?"
Yes. Yes.
And especially coming, you know, this is their first year, so they don't have anything to expect, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give them whatever, you know, and I keep telling myself that, like, they don't know what to expect. Yeah. We're going to roll out South Dakota hospitality for them. We're going to roll out the fishing crew style for them, and we're going to show them something very special.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't know what to expect. So, but I'm like, I got my expectations, and I don't want them to slip. And I want them people to do, wow, this was the, you know, greatest event we could be a part of. Like, that's my goal for it. But I'm nervous, you know, you don't know.
Oh, I'm nervous too, because this is a new world for me.
You know, I can run a 200 team Governor's Cup and not even blink. Right. It doesn't stress me out. It just happens. But this deal, I'm like, wow, there's pressure on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a new world. I don't know. I mean, we're probably just going to have to fly. I'm sure their first event 14 years ago wasn't like it is now. You know, it took, you know, a long time to polish it up, but and Darlene is awesome at organizing it. And so she's just got a lot of things going on in her life right now, keeping her busy. So it's unfortunate that I'm the guy that's trying to organize anything, you know what I mean? So
for people out there, do you still have the GoFundMe open if people want to donate to GoFundMe?
Yes, got the GoFundMe on our page. You can donate through Venmo, Cash App, any of them. But you know, I was going to say we are in the middle of making a 501c3 for the Battle Branch Boys, mainly because focus has shifted so much into this. And you know, we got hooked up with Freedom Outdoors Tulsa a few weeks ago. That video went nuts. He's just kind of stepped out in faith. He's taken you know, at risk students, 17 to 22 years old. And these guys have not known anything but, street life and, trouble. And he is, right on. I hope he is. It's good. They take these guys. He takes these guys and he brings them back to his house. He shows them how to ride a horse, build a fire, teaches them how to fish and hunt, and like changing these people's lives. And I was like, man, this is exactly what I want to expose. And so it kind of opened my eyes to what we really are, and that's why we've started this thing called Amplify the Mission. And we're finding these missions all over the country. That met a guy on Facebook called the Unstoppable Sportsman that had a car accident in 2009. He's quadriplegic in a wheelchair. He goes and finds places that he can fish and tells people about them. His whole passion is to let people know that there's these places available for them to fish as, quadriplegics. He's created this casting device that's called the Grip and Rip. Looks like a splint that you'd put on your arm, but it actually holds a rod so he can cast, because his hands don't work. A lot of quadriplegics can use their arms, but their hands don't work. And so he can cast a fly rod that way. And he's got like lots of videos. He had 160 followers, and he's got lots of videos where he's catching fish, and I'm like, this guy's awesome. That's why he's called the Unstoppable Sportsman, because he refused to give up. And so that's what I want to expose. That's what the Battle Branches boys are doing. Amplify the mission. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And we are super excited to amplify that mission in South Dakota and, expose these people to some of these people. Probably, I know there's walleyes in about all the states, but have you ever caught a walleye, Logan?
I have never caught a walleye. I've only ate a walleye a few times, and I've lived off fish and mushrooms and, deer meat my whole life. So
you probably eaten store-bought walleye, not fresh.
Exactly.
South Dakota, Missouri.
I can't wait for the fish fry.
Well, you know what? You'll get up here. You'll have a blast. We've got walleye with whiskers, and they're big and they're heavy, and you'll enjoy catching those.
Yeah, good.
The damn catfish. I'll tell you what. You think you've got a 10-pound walleye on, and you get it up there, and it's a catfish.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
Yeah, it'll happen.
There's a lot of heartbreakers when you're out spotting them and you cast that one and you set the hook. You're like, oh, here's my big one. And it starts rolling and it comes up meowing with whiskers.
That Rhett won't be disappointed.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like I said, we're going to do a walleye tournament, but these guys, we're not going to stop. We hope they catch their walleyes right away, and they go catch bass and they go catch catfish and they just go have a ball.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring it back in. We're going to weigh them in. We're going to give them some cool prizes. We're going to give them some cool trophies, and we're going to crush this thing out.
Yeah. And if there's any small businesses that want to donate some items for the gift baskets, that'd be a great idea. If they want to do that,
we want to give gift bags.
I know somebody that's got cheesecake. They're about this big.
This
Laura's got the best cheesecake in the world. Oh, see, there you go.
Laura's helping us out. She jumped right in right away. She's one of our early sponsors. So, I can go through some of them. You got High Point Lodge is going to be helping us out a lot. And Pure Bliss, Laura with Pure Bliss, Ryan Thompson with Prairie Outfitters, Ben Doty's with Whitetail Properties, obviously the Battle Branch boys. Who else do you got, Logan?
The wildlife, the people that's doing the sporting clays,
Willow Creek
Wildlife. Yes. Willow Creek Wildlife. They just came in last week wanting to do something. What else is there? Oh, L&L Outdoors from here, local. They're going to donate, ammo for the shoots. So He's always helped me. He's a great partner for us.
So yeah, I mean, if it's not, like I said, if it's not cash, it's an in-kind donation of product of some sort. We're not going to turn anything down, but we're going to have Melissa at Impressions Design. We started working on some jerseys for them. I sent Logan some picture samples today.
I can't wait. That's so awesome.
Yeah, Wheelchair Adventures. Forgot Dylan with
Wheelchair Adventures. Yep.
So, and we're going to pump it out. If you guys our followers, if you haven't followed the Battle Branch Boys on Facebook, he needs a couple more followers. I think he's and you Battle Branch guys, give Chasen Walters and the fishing crew a like too.
Right. Get over there and do that. That's right. Yeah. I want to say, Kurt, that I was absolutely blown away. I thought that I lived in an amazing community, and I do, but I was blown away by Pierre. It was such an awesome place. Every single person was just as nice as they could be to me. In fact, when I landed, it was so cool. When I landed, I didn't even pay attention to how small the airport was when I was like looking at it. And so I didn't even get a ride out of there. And we arrived at like 11:30 that night, And so yeah, that's right.
There's our man with Treehouse.
Jared.
Taste the biscuit, Jared. Taste the biscuit.
I couldn't believe how small the airport was. And when we were landing, I was looking for lights and there weren't any. Like, it was like, what? Are we landing in a field? What is happening? And so when we landed, it was this tiny airport, like as small as our middle school or something, And when I got out into the room, I'm panicking, like, oh my gosh, I got to find what do you guys call them? Lift?
We don't have Lyft.
Yeah, you have Lyft. You don't have the other one.
We don't have Uber.
Don't have Uber. I'm looking through Uber, like there's none available. And so biscuits and walleyes. There's none available. And somebody said, you should look at Lyft. But what I was going to say was, I think I probably could have just asked somebody for a ride.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Right.
I think they'd have just given me a ride in an old beat up pickup. Big old beat up Chevy pickup. I'd have been totally happy with it.
Logan, people, you can't say that because people think we don't have cable or paved roads here. I've had that question asked me when I travel. You're from where? Do you even have internet and paved roads? Yes. Yeah. Well,
I'm buying land. I told you guys might as well make room for me in your friend group because I'm coming.
People are like, well, at least you don't need air conditioning because it's always cold there. And I'm like, no, we get to 100 and some degrees too. We get best of both worlds. Keeps the rip wrap out. But
90 to snow. 90 to snow.
For you at the Pierre Airport, quite a few years ago, Air Force 2 landed at that airport.
No way.
Yeah, Dick Cheney came up to hunt at Paul Nelson Farms, and they landed Air Force 2. It was just long enough of a runway for them to get it down and take it back off.
That's awesome.
So
I guess we got to ask you have your own plane then?
No, I wish. No, I flew commercially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was a lot more expensive to fly that way instead of going into
Sioux Falls or Rapid City.
Falls, yeah. But Ben was like, it's 5 minutes from my house. So I was like, okay, we're flying in there. So.
Yeah, everything's 5 minutes from the airport.
That's no doubt. It's no doubt. I love the place. I absolutely love Pierre. And I was over there for 30 hours.
It's such a cool place because you see, the prairies of South Dakota into the rolling hills, and you got the big lake because you went up north and saw the big lake where I live in Bryan.
Unbelievable.
We live up on the big lake. And then you go into town, there's a small river, and it's a completely different place to see what happens here, right? I mean, and the community, once the community really gets this behind them and they see this, like, it's going to be a big deal in the community.
I said it's going to be huge, and I don't mean it's going to be huge this year. It's going to be huge. If we keep this up, I think it's going to be huge.
Yeah. And I want to get, I mean, this just popped in my head and I'll have to think about it, but I think this would be a great idea. Is I want to put some stuff out there for that Tuesday afternoon for people to come up and watch weigh-ins. Let's get a crowd there for these guys.
That's
let's
right.
Get a crowd. When they roll in, let's have a crowd waiting for them to weigh in their fish.
Cheer them on. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the best part.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it June 8th, 9th, and 10th. For more info, you can check out the Battle Branch Boys social media, their website, all that stuff. And, you know, if you're not following them, please go give them a like and a share and a follow, because they're doing something special that not many people are doing in this world. And I'm honored. We are honored at the fishing crew to be part of this thing and cannot wait to have it.
I can't either.
We're going to try to get Chasen to come down from Mobridge for a couple of days during the week.
Yeah, I'll have to probably come down on Tuesday. I think my vacation's used up. I get a week. Anyway, we'll figure something out. I'll come down on that Tuesday for certain. No doubt about it.
You got a frog in your throat. You're a radio guy, right?
Get right on.
Well, Logan, it's been a blast hanging out with you, dude. Thank you for you for entrusting in us and bringing this awesome mission to South Dakota. We cannot wait to show you what South Dakota can roll out for them.
I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for having me on tonight. Thanks for all your help and everything that you've done. Ben's been awesome. Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to South Dakota, by the way, too.
Yeah.
This has been an experience for me because I've not been a part of any of this. So that's why I was just quietly sitting there listening. I'm just soaking it all up. And I think it's going to be a great event. Thank you guys for thinking about it, coming up here and doing it. Ben, Kurt, Logan, everybody. Fantastic. Thank you.
And thanks for all the Battle Branch Boys fans tuning in tonight. We appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one. Travel safe. And Ryan's not going to disappoint. So there we go.
Thanks, guys.
Logan, thank you.